Being a parent is hard work, but being the parent of a missing child, almost unimaginable. And last year alone, almost 500,000, that's 500,000 children were reported missing, with the most frequent types of cases reported, including runaways, family abductions, and lost and injured and otherwise missing children. And joining us now to tell us much more about this from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children is Callahan Walsh and Chris Sedlick. Welcome to you both. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Well, it's a heartbreaking topic, but something that is very much worth discussing. First, let's just talk a little bit about the history of your organization, why it was created, and how you're helping to find some of these missing children.
Absolutely. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children was created in 1984 by my parents, John and Reve Walsh. Your viewers may recognize my father, John Walsh, from the television show America's Most Wanted. It started because my brother Adam was kidnapped and murdered in 1981, and my parents had very little resources and help to look for Adam. They started the center with many other child advocates that joined the battle, and we've helped recover over 250,000 missing children.
It is just amazing what we've seen your father through the years, of course, America's Most Wanted, so many cases of missing children, heartbreaking. Let's head to you just for a second, Chris. Can you talk just a little bit about what are the most common reasons our kids go missing?
Believe it or not, a lot of the reasons children go missing is because of family abductions. Of course, runaways also factor into that, but it's likely that someone the child knows and is familiar with, so they just go very easily with that individual.
Yeah, certainly a situation that we see a lot in the local news, even here in the Baltimore area. Talk a little bit about the new social media campaign you're launching and how this may help with our efforts to find these missing kids.
Sure. So Canons partnered with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children for more than 20 years. And this year we want to take a new approach. So we've launched this campaign. Part of the campaign is a 90-second film. It's called The Hardest Job in the World. And it talks about parents and special moments that they share with their children. But it also captures that unthinkable moment when a child can potentially go lost. And if you want to view the film, you can go to canon.missingkids.org. But it's most important at this time of year, especially as summer is approaching, that parents be very careful to keep their children within their vision when they're going to the beach, the park, the playground, because this can happen at any time to anyone.
What a great partnership. What a great effort by Canon to help out the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Let me just ask you this. Can you give us just a couple key safety tips that parents out there can maybe implement now?
Absolutely, and whether it's keeping kids safe in the real world or online, parents really need to do everything they can to stay on top of things, especially with online. You know, there's a huge knowledge gap between kids and parents, and so setting ground rules and sticking to them, understanding the technology, get on those apps, download them yourself, figure out how they work, and having ongoing conversations with your kids about safety. You know, what you're talking to your youngest kid about safety isn't necessarily the same messaging that you're talking to your oldest kid about. So having those ongoing conversations and empowering your children to make safe and smart decisions themselves.
Absolutely. Very quickly, just 10 seconds left, a website we can head to for more information?
It's Canons, CANON.missingkids.org.
All right. Well, thank you very much, both of you, for being here. An important mission ahead. We got to protect those kids out there. We'll be back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.